Alright guys, so today I'm going to pull this cylinders off the SRX here and kind of have a look at the cylinders there, because I know they scored up a little bit this winter due to when the one impulse line that I didn't plug off properly on the crank there. So I'm going to pull those cylinders off and have a look and see if those cylinders are all scored up and if I can get them bored over even more. So here we go. Okay, so I got the cylinders off here and everything. So first thing I notice is something went through here. So I don't know exactly what it is yet. The PTO side cylinder has quite a bit of scarring down there on the exhaust side. The mag side here actually looks not bad. So what I'm gonna do is get these sent out again and get them touched up again. I gotta have a look around. I'm not sure what the heck went through here, but definitely did not have the O-ring in here sitting properly. I was getting a little bit of coolant going through, so maybe that's kind of what something happened anyway. But I did notice the one day when my throttle was sticking on the one slide here, something gouged this up. So that's why it was sticking. And so I cleaned it up on the trail and away we went. But pistons look good. Nothing really wrong with the pistons, but obviously I can't use them if I'm going to get this thing bored over another 20th hour, 10th hour, whatever. But so as of right now, get these sent in, see what the cylinder guy says, see how much he has to take out to get them to clean up. Probably just replace this head with a different one that I got kicking around. Yeah, that's bad. I don't know what the heck that was that went through here, but that's shitty. But yeah, all right. So that's where I'm at here with the old 80. Get her all tuned up again here, so she'll be ready to rip next winter, no doubt about it. All right, I'll do another video here once I get those cylinders back. Okay guys, so after some careful deliberation and a lot of thought, I decided that I've come this far, and with all this COVID-19 stuff going on, and it's actually spring now, there's no reason why not to just pull this motor and have a look. You know, it's got a solid maybe 100K on it, so of course that's time for a complete tear down. So yeah, I'm gonna pop this motor out here tonight and get it up on the bench and see if I have the ambition to start tearing it down. I just really want to make sure that there's nothing inside that crankcase that I'm not missing. Oh, like these things aren't that easy to come by, so last thing I want to do is have some bearings or something pile up in this crank and wipe a bunch of stuff out. So all right, let's do this. Okay, well, got the motor out, and some very disheartening news. I'd like to insert a whole bunch of swearing right about now, but it's not really going to help me. But I don't know if you can see this. This end of the PTO end of the crank here, it's got a lot of slop in it. So I don't know what happened here. I'm going to pull this, obviously pull it all apart and see what's going on in there, but this crank's toast. That is very upsetting news. So I'll get this thing maybe torn apart tonight. We'll see. I'm definitely gonna need another beer here. Brutal. Barely got any miles on this thing. I don't know what I did wrong or what happened, but here we are. Motor's out, crank's toast, one cylinder's toast, one piston's toast. So that's very disheartening. That is all sorts of play every which direction. I bet you that stub is completely garbage now. I've got a stub sitting at Coke's Performance right now. Well, they sent it off to their plater, so it's sitting there somewhere in the States. Don't know where exactly, but with everything shut down, I haven't been able to get that back in my hands yet. So even if this one is toast, which I don't see how it's not with that kind of play in it, but we'll see. I'll get this torn apart, I guess, and see where we're at. Okay, so there we have it. That would be why the crank was loose on the PTO end. So this pin was completely slopped out. and so I took the crank out and I was able just to pull this right out of there. So that really sucks, but let that be a lesson, I guess. I was told that this pin was a little loose, didn't press in that great, but good idea was to take it in there. So that's what we did, and that's where it broke. So yeah, that's where we're at. So lesson learned, don't ever do that again. Hoping everything else is okay, but we'll see. I'll have to get these bearings all checked out here, make sure everything's okay. I think everything else is okay, but now at least I know kind of what went through the motor there. It was a piece of this down here made its way up and through and went through that cylinder. So, oh, this is terrible. But I've got that other crank stub getting redone, so hopefully when the world returns to some sort of normalcy, I can get that back and get this crank redone again, which makes me want to puke, considering I just did it and I've got about 100K on it. But, well, that's where I'm at tonight. I'm going to clean up, go inside, and maybe drink myself to sleep here. So, end on a bad note tonight, but it'll be good. We'll get this thing back up and running, and it's going to run better than ever. Fingers crossed, I hope.